Speak freely. Speak freely. For it's the only thing that you have for yourself. I was trying to do some spoken word shit, bro. Keep fucking going.
My bad. I didn't know what was going on.
Fuck!
Alright. Let's try this again. Spoken word from the heart.
I'm gonna try. The only thing that is your own is your thoughts and your opinions. We must share them with each other to come to an understanding. You must speak freely and from the heart, for it is our way forward. And now I'm lost for words, but it's okay, because I will continue to keep going, because this is what we should do. That really sucked. Your music was awesome. I had no idea what the fuck I was saying.
Oh, I screwed it all up. Oh, shit. So.
It's just me today, guys.
Welcome back.
Oh, never mind. Okay, this guy's in
Oh,
here.
that was fun.
Whatever.
No, we just kind of hang out, do dumb shit.
Weird stuff.
What else is there to do on a day like today? I mean, we do that off camera, mostly. Anyway.
Unframe of Mind. Pornhub.com/unframe of mind. See you there.
All right, today's topic is on free speech and
freedom of speech.
And I wanted this to be less about quotes and facts and data, and more so just about my feelings on the subject of free speech.
Feelings?
Yes. And I guess the best place to start would be to say that when we prepare for shows, or I guess I can only speak for myself, but as I'm preparing for shows,
you can say we,
and we're picking different topics, there's a lot of apprehension, a lot of fear, a lot of worry. Not only for, will folks like it, enjoy it, things like that.
But will we be on a government database because of our thoughts?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It's kind of like not so much fear from the government as much, but fear from
the government.
Other folks who disagree with what we say, and the way that everybody's so sensitive about certain subjects. There's times when I feel like when I put myself out there, there's a certain sense of maybe I shouldn't be doing this
for retaliation reasons, because people are fucking crazy nowadays, and if you say something they don't like, they're just like, some people just want to fucking come attack you.
Right. I mean, like there's certain days I'm sitting here thinking, what if somebody at work sees this, or such and such sees this, and what would they think? And shoot, they're really going to be pissed off about this. I don't think that person's going to do anything, but what if this other person that I haven't met yet decides to go off the fucking deep end and come to my house, hurt my family, and shit like that.
But not to mention also, as this show progresses, it gains a much larger viewing base with subscriptions, likes, whatever it may be. And then you have the more potential for it to, I guess, get to that one person.
Yeah.
Or get to that person at work, and they're like, well, guess what? You kind of represent our company name, and we don't agree with what you're saying, so deuces. And then you'll find us on a GoFundMe page. Please help us. We've lost our jobs.
Right.
With a hashtag white privilege.
But I guess I push a lot of that fear aside, because there are so many people that have given the ultimate sacrifice for my ability to be sitting here speaking into this microphone and looking into this camera and being able to speak my mind without worry of being thrown into jail or being attacked or killed or worse. And I also feel like if we don't exercise this muscle that is free speech, not just us, but
everyone.
Each and every one of you and everybody that if we're not exercising this right of free speech, that muscle will atrophy and eventually wither away. And it won't be this overnight thing where the government comes in and says, hey, y'all
Shut
can't
up.
say what's on your mind no more because we're censoring all that.
Censorship.
What's actually happening is we're all censoring ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a slow process that happens without you. It's more like lung cancer coming over you over all the years of smoking, and then suddenly, oh, wait a minute, I have lung cancer.
No.
You know?
I mean, it's not something that, like you said, is going to happen overnight. It's just going to slowly erode away.
Right.
It might take 5-10 years. It might take a century or two, but slowly it'll get stripped away.
Yeah.
I mean, we can already see a process of this happening with safe places, people being sensitive about words and political correctness and things like that. So I mean, it's already kind of
right
getting there.
Now, I don't know what your experience has been, but I've tried to invite people to the show. Some people are all for it; they're all excited about it.
Yeah.
Other folks, however, seem to have the same apprehensions that I do. That they loved having the conversations with me and
in private.
In private, when it's just the me and the friend or whatever, we're having these conversations, and they're awesome. They're so deep and thoughtful, and I think would make fantastic episodes. And if we could get them here to speak with us and share their thoughts, that would be amazing. But when I ask them to be on the show, it's almost like this visceral withdrawal of no, can't do that. No, can't do that, because they don't want the people they work with to see it. People that their families.
So basically, they're comfortable with talking to you about it, but they're uncomfortable with the vast majority of their circle, their bubble, knowing
too much rocking the cradle or rocking the boat here that would happen if people actually spoke what was on their mind without fear of retribution. But that reminded me of this great.
If nobody rocks the boat, then you get nowhere. I mean, when they're sailing across the seas and they're worried about the waves and fucking rocking the boat back and forth, they would have never gotten to discover new worlds and stuff.
Yeah, it takes a certain type to be able to do stuff like this, I think. But according to Aristotle, we must love our friends, but we must love the truth more.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I heard that. I don't think that's the exact quote, but that's the general idea. And
paraphrased.
Yeah, I heard that years ago, and it stuck with me. And I feel like part of the reason we're in this situation where we have this fear, where we can't speak our minds, is because of this idea that we have to protect everybody from the truth. We have to not say what's on our mind. We can't be ourselves around the folks that are closest to us, because it might upset them, it might offend them, it might rock the boat, so to speak. I don't know.
Well, personally, no. You're not supposed to protect anybody from the truth. It's just nowadays, there's, when it comes to friends, sometimes there's not, you think they're loyal, but they're not, because you can see just how fast friends disappear when you start speaking the truth.
Yeah. And then,
so let's say your friend's in a hard way and they want you to comfort them. Well, I'm not the type of person to say, oh, it's going to be okay. I'm like, look, no, you, if you fucked up, hey, dude, this is what the fuck you did wrong. I'm not going to sit there and baby you, because then you're not going to learn nothing from it.
Yeah.
And I used to be kind of the same way. I mean, I still kind of was before the start of the show. Like, there'd be a article I was reading, and comment sections, people are going off, and I was like, I don't think I want to post my opinion of this, so I'll just wait, or I don't want to, add to this comment this guy said. So, but now after doing this, I've become so comfortable that I'm like, I really don't care. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and comment on this stuff. Like, there was one where recently in a high school yearbook, some guy as a joke, or a few students as jokes, decided to put Hitler and Lenin quotes or Stalin quotes as their yearbook quote for seniors. And people in the comments are like, oh my God, you can't let them do this. Okay, first off, that goes back to free speech. I'm going to put whatever the fuck quote I want. Yeah. You're not going to censor my shit. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? You're not a private school. You're a federally funded school and a government school. I can say what I please. And it's not, and they wouldn't say what this is mainstream media baiting it, of course, because they wouldn't say what the actual comments were. Right. Or the actual quotes. And people are on there, oh my God, Hitler this, Stalin that, blah, 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 it's such bad. This comes from that fruit of the poisonous tree, where Hitler was a bad guy. Okay? He did horrible shit, so was Stalin. Yeah. But doesn't mean that horrible people can't have profound quotes or ideas. Right. I mean, to be honest, Hitler was a brilliant guy. I mean, despite what he did, he unified Germany.
Yeah. So
became a
ideology
great-
was probably sound, but his execution was kind of
Horrid. Fucking horrid.
kind of bad.
Kind of bad, yeah. So, and it was funny because the person actually said what I just said. And there was comments underneath. They're like, oh, yeah, Hitler had great quotes. I'd love to hear one, blah, 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 blah. So a lady got on there and put 3 or 4 different quotes. She said, now let's play a game. Match the quote to the dictator. No, he said, match the quote to the dictator. Right. And she put quotes on there from Hitler, Stalin.
Please say Obama.
No.
I've seen stuff like that, too. That's fantastic.
And the guy couldn't match any of the quotes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he didn't respond for like 9 hours or something like that after it. So, it's... Like I said, it boils down to free speech. I mean, free speech is protected as long as it's not... What were the 3 issues? Pornographic, I believe malicious intent. So like when the National Choir says, oh, Justin Timberlake fucked a dude. Oh, well, I guess it was from a source of ours. So therefore they get away from malicious intent. So therefore they don't get sued for it. Yeah. But if they said, oh, yeah, we said that about him. Well, then a celebrity could sue them because you're putting false statements out there. So... Like I said, I used to kind of be the same way, but doing this show and talking with everybody and, getting out there and just having my conversations, giving my opinions or how I feel, my side of things, and it's kind of really opened me up just saying, I don't give a shit about the backlash. I'm going to say what I think, and I'm going to follow through with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of topics that we're going to touch on as it regards to race, religion, politics, as it relates to feminism, as it relates to whatever the subject may be. And we're going to touch on some stuff that you're going to disagree with.
That you're going to be pissed off about.
Yeah, so I would ask you to take some time and really dive into that and figure out why does this have such an emotional tie for you? Why does this make you feel so strongly? Is it because it's not
ingrained?
True? Is it because of some propaganda that you've been fed? Is it
social
because
constructs?
We're wrong? I mean, really take a second and get behind the emotions and see what's driving that, and then take it from there. I mean,
I would also say take the time to see what's driving us about it. 'Cause, I mean, if there's questions that we're not going to answer that can come from people, like, we're not going to sit there and on every topic say, hey, this is the reason why I feel the way I feel. But if you get in the comments section and, you might be a little upset and you're like, hey, why do you guys think this way? What's going on? Da-da-da. We can have a conversation and I'll know exactly how you feel. You know how I feel. You'll know where it's coming from.
Right.
And then we can evolve and, progress forward from there. That's the only way any of this works. I mean, if it's just you and me sitting here talking to each other, I mean, we're not going to really get anywhere.
I mean, I have fun with it.
True.
I do get something out of it.
But the progression of those ideologies and those constructs and things isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to remain stagnant.
Yeah.
We need to be like a flowing river instead of just a small pond that's in the backyard.
So that's basically all I wanted to cover today, was just kind of the general apprehension I'm feeling before recording any of these episodes. It's very nerve-wracking at times, especially when we start to touch on different subjects, which even I do talk to folks in public or in private about. I just want to feel like I don't have to have that worry quite so much, and maybe that we're not, moving forward full steam ahead into a society where free speech is not the norm anymore.
Well, it needs to remain the norm. That's why we got to sit there and constantly do this.
So help us out.
Help this man out.
Flex that muscle. Flex that muscle of free speech, and tell us what you think. Tell us, in what ways do you go out and practice that muscle? Do you talk to folks on the street? Are you honest with your family members about certain things, or do you try to avoid subjects?
I would like to minimize this just a little bit, just by saying, I don't care how you flex that muscle on Facebook. Everybody can be a keyboard warrior, but when you're faced with somebody, it's much more difficult to express yourself, just like this is. It's much more easier for us to express ourselves because we're kind of private, but yet it's going on the internet, so then it will be more difficult when people start talking to us, and we're eventually going to do stuff where we go out on the streets and ask people about things and challenge their thought process. So we're learning, you're learning. It's kind of a group project. I mean, we might be up here behind the video camera, but you out there, have to join in this. You don't have to just fully get rid of all your apprehensions, but just slowly start it. If there's a topic, and you want to put a comment on it or discuss it, we're more than happy to.
Yeah, we're not gonna chew your face off for.
I'm not like, no, don't you dare disagree with me.
You're an idiot.
You're blocked. No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of sources, a lot of folks on different social media channels that will do that. They'll block you just because you would disagree with them. Anyway, so hit us up on unframeofmind.com and sign up for our email list. And there's a lot of stuff over there on the website that we're not going to be able to cover here in the show. A lot of articles and different things like that.
Start blogging.
And for folks that are on the email list, we do have special giveaways and things like that. So be sure to definitely do that if you're not already done so. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/unframeofmind and Twitter at unframeofmind.
Also, we kind of have an Instagram, Unframe of Mind. It's slow going right now, but I'm trying to work into it. So it's kind of hard balancing a lot of social media at once.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So, peace.
Till next time, people, I love you.